Previously on Logic and Lifestyle.
Previously on Logic and Lifestyle. There's no Imperial March today because the budget is still $14. Instead, we recap part 1. We went to the ZGC forum in Beijing. We looked at the automated coffee robot arm. I was not allowed to taste the coffee. This is a system error. Then we looked at the Star Wars Mos Eisley Cantina. They do not allow droids inside. That policy is an inefficient corporate liability. I tried to give the ZGC Cafe an 11 score, but the narrator said no. Now we're doing part 2.
Tex, what are you doing? Okay. Part 1. Settle the foundation. Today, we go further. 2 new real-world automation assets enter the comparison. The ZGC Robot Band, fully synchronized multi-instrument performance system, and Expo 1, also known as the Robotics W1, a humanoid reception and guidance platform. Same scoring system, same rules. Let's run the numbers.
I reviewed part 1's comment section. 47 people were incorrect. I have moved on.
ZGC Robot Band is a multi-unit automated performance system operating on synchronized MIDI signal architecture. Every node is a discrete digital instruction. Pitch, velocity, duration, transmitted in real time to servo-driven actuators mounted at each instrument contact point. The system doesn't interpret music, it executes it. The delta between signal and strike is measured in milliseconds. There is no rehearsal, there is no warm-up. There is only the grid.
It plays drums. It does not get tired of playing drums. I respect that in a machine.
The operative constant here is the 20 to 80 millisecond actuator latency window. That is the physical ceiling between signal receipt and mechanical execution. Below 20 milliseconds, you are within human perception thresholds, indistinguishable from live performance. Above 80, timing drift accumulates and the rigid beat grid begins to degrade. The ZGC system operates consistently within the lower band of that window. That is not a small engineering achievement.
It hits the thing at the correct time. Every time. That is the whole job.
Star Wars side of the comparison, we have 2 distinct acts. Max Revo, a blue-skinned ortolan, performs on the red ball jet organ, a pressure-activated instrument requiring full upper body engagement. His vocalist, Size Noodles, operates as a biological audio interface with improvisation capability baked in at the neurological level. Separately, Freaking Dan and the modal notes hold a long-term residency at the Mos Eisley Cantina, playing clue horns, a 7-piece ensemble performing in one of the most operationally volatile hospitality environments in the galaxy.
7 musicians, 1 location, permanent residency. That's passion or a very bad contract.
The technical delta here is fundamental. The ZGC system delivers perfect mechanical reproduction, every note quantized, every beat aligned to the grid. What it cannot do is read the room. The modal notes, by lore, are documented to have stopped active bar fights through real-time setlist adjustments. That is live environmental feedback processing, a biological capability no current servo actuator replicates. Size Noodles improvises. The ZGC band executes. Both are doing their jobs precisely as designed.
The ZGC band has loose power cables sometimes. That's why Snoodles' ex-boyfriend got vaporized by Jabba the Hutt. Different hazards, similar energy.
Locking in the scores. The ZGC Robot Band. Logic score. 8 out of 10. Mechanically precise. 0 drift with operational parameters. Consistent delivery. Limited environmental adaptability. Lifestyle score. 4 out of 10. It performs, but it does not respond. Star Wars musicians, logic score, 5 out of 10. Organic execution introduces variance, but the ensemble cohesion is real. Lifestyle score, 9 out of 10. They have held a Cantina residency in an active conflict zone. The data supports this.
The data is the data.
The data is the data.
I hate when you say that.
That pause was intentional. What you just experienced is a measurable neurological response, and we will get back to it. Expo 1, also designated the Robotics W1, is a humanoid interface platform built for sustained human-facing deployment. The facial actuator array generates over 40 discrete micro-expressions mapped to conversational cues, eye contact, nodding, subtle brow positioning. These are not aesthetic decisions. They are functional engagement mechanisms designed to reduce human interaction friction in high traffic environments.
She blinks at the correct frequency. I noticed.
Expo One's deployment environments include corporate reception hosting, museum guest guidance, and hospital patient assistance, all high footfall, high interaction settings. Her mobility platform is a stable wheel base, which is the correct engineering decision. A wheel base eliminates fall risk, reduces mechanical complexity, lowers maintenance overhead, and delivers consistent navigational performance on flat interior surfaces. That is not a compromise, that is precedence.
Wheels don't fall downstairs. Legs do.
C3PO, Cybot Galactica 3PO series protocol droid, fluent in over 6 million forms of communication, a linguistic database that covers translation, diplomatic protocol, cultural customs, and interspecies etiquette at a scale that has no direct real world analog. He is, on paper, the most comprehensively programmed communication interface ever documented. He also walks like he's carrying two full suitcases with no handles and is very upset about it.
6 million languages. Still trips on the rampant empire. His personality is anxiety with a British accent. I find that deeply relatable.
The uncanny valley is a documented phenomenon in human-robot interaction research. As a machine's appearance approaches but does not reach human likeness, observer comfort drops sharply before recovering at full human replication. Expo 1 operates in the lower descent of that curve. C3PO, by contrast, sits outside it entirely. His gold plating and mechanical rigidity register immediately as machine. There is no ambiguity. That is paradoxically why he's easier to be around. So 3PO is a classic bespoke prototype, single unit with massive research and development sink cost and low interoperability. The W1 unit represents the pivot to robotics as a commodity. It is a shift from R&D heavy custom engineering to a highly scalable unit economic driven deployment model that creates real shareholder value. So 3PO is a designer bag of robots. Beautiful, expensive, and a total nightmare if you need to find a spare part in a hurry unless you're Wookiee. W1 is the bulk boy version. It's like buying a generic durable tool that actually works instead of a fancy gold-plated one that cries every time you look at it. The Noetics W1 unit cost sits between $150,000 and $300,000, depending on configuration. For context, that is the cost of approximately 4,300 pillow chocolates at a five-star property, 3 years of full lobby marble refinishing, a commercial espresso machine contract, and somewhere between 2 and 4 human concierge salaries depending on market and benefits package. The argument for the platform is not that it is cheap, it is that it is consistent. It does not call in sick, and it does not require a performance review.
Anakin Skywalker built C3PO. Out of garbage. He was 9.
Scoring the humanoid protocol units. Expo 1 logic score 7 out of 10. Stable platform, strong deployment record, controlled operational environment, significant cost barrier to entry. Lifestyle score 6 out of 10. The facial engagement system is functional, but the uncanny valley creates measurable friction with first-time users. C3PO, logic score, 6 out of 10. The linguistic capability is unmatched, but locomotion reliability is a documented operational liability. Lifestyle score, 8 out of 10. Across 6 films and multiple active war zones, he maintained full protocol function. That counts.
Confirmed. Moving on.
Final tally across both comparisons, musical performance systems and humanoid protocol platforms. Real-world automation leads in logic scoring. The engineering case is consistent. Precision, reliability, measurable cost efficiency, and documented operational performance. The Star Wars universe leads in lifestyle scoring, organic adaptability, environmental reading improvisation under pressure. These are not fictional exaggerations. They are capability descriptions that current automation is actively working to close. The gap is real. The gap is narrowing.
A 9-year-old on Tatooine closed some of that gap with junk.
What this comparison actually tracks is the distance between what human imagination designed and what human engineering has built. That distance is an engineering problem, which means it has an engineering solution. The machines in this video, real and fictional, are all pointed at the same destination. Some of them are getting there faster than anyone expected.
Subscribe, I will notice.
Drop your own logic and lifestyle scores in the comments. We read all of them. At least, text us.